Well, hey everyone, it's Shani, and today is today is Thursday. Whew. I'm glad I caught myself. I think I say the wrong day quite a bit on this channel, and forgive me. Half the time I don't know what day it is, but today is Thursday, November the 21st, and this is a Ship With Me. I am out in my garage, and it is a cold, windy day. It is 35 degrees outside right now. My garage door, it's insulated. It's a little bit chilly out here, but it's really not bad. I've been out here working. I don't have my heater on yet out here. I have a little space heater kind of for my space right here. But yeah, so if you hear my garage doors creak, that is why. It is super windy. So I have 4 items going out today. 2 on eBay that sold yesterday and 2 on Facebook. I had no Poshmark sales yesterday, and my new goal that I've set is 5 items a day. I'm trying to start reaching that, and so I was 1 order short. So, but that's okay. I am glad with the items that sold. I was pretty stoked actually about a couple of them. So anyway, let's just get to it. I did not do a video yesterday on Wednesday, the 20th, because I only had 1 order that went out. So Tuesday was a slow day for me, and if I can pop a picture, I will. I sold a pair of Donald J. Pliner Loney black leather booty ankle booties, and they sold on Poshmark. I bought them June the 20th for $1.33. I got them in a bag sale. This was, I think, my 2nd pair of Donald Pliner shoes. I know there's other resellers that really love them and pick them up, but this, I guess I just got them in June. I don't know. They just really didn't have a lot of interest on them, but I thought they were really pretty. The heel was skinny on them. I took an offer on Poshmark of $20, and it only made my net profit $14.67. I'm glad to see them go. I have an entire bag of shoes I need to get through from the Goodwill outlet from my haul trip on November 1st through the 3rd. So I haven't went through them yet, and I'm very glad to see them go, because I've had a few pair of shoes that have sold, and I needed to make room because I only have my shoes in 1 large tote down here. So anyway, that was the sale that went out yesterday. And then yesterday, I didn't get any sales until the afternoon. And I was very happy when they started coming in. So I'm going to go over the Facebook sales first. This one I have had since, actually, it was my last year's inventory. Yeah, this is the one that was my last year's. The brand is Cabby, and this is a new tag pencil skirt. It is a black 360 new pencil skirt, size 10. The color is black, and retail price was $69. So I know some resellers pick up this brand, but truthfully, I have a few skirts from Cabby, and pencil skirts actually will do fairly well. Everyone needs a good pencil skirt in their wardrobe closet, but it just doesn't, it sits. It doesn't perform, and it sits. And my, I'm gonna use this. I gotta wash this. My bin was kind of dusty-ish, and of course this is black, so it's gonna pick up the dust. Sorry if y'all are shaking. Yeah, this just sat and sat and sat. And I am glad to see it go. So, and I'm even more stoked that it sold on Facebook, because let me tell you, this was in my 30% off sale right now that's going on in eBay for my older inventory. And then lo and behold, it sold on Facebook. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. And it sold for $15 plus shipping. I always charge shipping, so if I forget to ever say that they paid shipping, just know that they paid shipping. And I normally do flat rate shipping on a lot of my items. There's very few items that I do calculated shipping on. And usually like mugs, that is one I always do calculated shipping on, or I shouldn't say always because that's not true. I started doing calculated shipping on so that my buyers got a better deal. So anyway, yeah, my net profit was $13.19. And I am so happy it's going out because it's last year's inventory. So I'm doing what I always do, putting it in a little Ziploc. I would like to get to where I only use the shipping paper and wrap it, but Ziplocs are so easy and it keeps, you know, things from getting in there to the item, no matter where it goes and whose postal carriers. Have you seen some of their vehicles? They look about like my work car right now. So, okay, so it's just gonna go out in a poly. So very happy. I am really considering, so every year, the first weekend of December, a couple years ago, I started a 50% off my entire eBay store. And it was kind of a way to clear out the older inventory that just kind of has sat forever. But I'm trying to think if I want to do something different this year. Like maybe I've kind of done like a 25% off. Really, it's just whatever I'm in the mood for. This week, I'm just like, let's get some orders going out. So I did 30% off of pretty much a lot of it is from this year, but if I knew it was a relatively newer item in the last few months, I did not do the 30% off. So I don't know. I'm really thinking of maybe at the start of December, like the first weekend in December, do a 50% off my older inventory, 20% off the new inventory, and then that next weekend go to 60% off my older inventory. And then I think I'm gonna just run like 20% off the newer inventory all December, but then on the older stuff, just increase it. And then that third weekend in December, do like a 75% off, just to try to get rid of all this really old inventory from last year. So I think I might try that this year and see if I can really clear out some things. I mean, I feel like a lot of resellers, they'll go through their inventory and they'll just pull and redonate. And truthfully, I maybe have done that once when we moved. I was really clearing out, but I still have so much older inventory that I'm like, you know, I feel like if I can just put it up for 75% off and make something back on it, at least make my cost of goods and then clear it out. I don't know. I'm just kicking it around in my head is all. So I'm talking it out with you guys. Okay, so this is a relatively new piece. You saw this in a haul not too long ago. This is from my Goodwill Outlet Bins trip to Kansas City. My sister and I went up there November 1st through the 3rd. This is a homemade, it's from an old quilt cropped hoodie. It's kind of got this wide arm on it. So if you see these, pick them up. And I was very honest in my description. I said this was not made from a professional. This is made from someone really trying their best. And, you know, they did not use the best quilt. There's imperfections all over it. There's a few holes. But I also know if you're going to buy one of these from someone that makes them, you're going to pay at least $150 for a homemade quilted hoodie jacket type thing. So, or a cardigan. A lot of people are buying cardigans. I'm kind of cutting some of these loose threads just hanging. So I was very honest. I put price to sell. I did allow offers, but this girl bought it on Facebook Marketplace for $30. No, what did she buy it for? Yeah, $30. I couldn't quite remember. I really debated on where to start it because I know how expensive these are when you buy one. There's a little something over here and I'm like, I don't know why it's stuck down in there. Okay. So I put as many pictures as I could up just so the person would really know what they were getting. You know, I was very honest in my description. Like, this has been well loved, this quilt, well loved. And the person that made it tried their best. Is basically what I said in a good way. So yeah, someone just swooped in and bought it on Facebook Marketplace. And you know what? She doesn't live too far. She lives in Missouri. I'm in Missouri and she lives in Missouri. So this is literally going a couple hours north of me. And I am stoked. I mean, it was a pretty good sell. Now, I'm going to do my last haul today for the clothing items I purchased at the Goodwill bins. And then I will have my cost of goods. But until my cost of goods gets put in, my net profit on this so far is $26.95 after shipping and taxes and what she paid and everything coming out. And I am going to put this in my shipping paper. Oh, I hate that. I hate whenever, like, you use that first piece of shipping tape and it has a hair on it. Stupid. It drives me nuts. Why? Why is shipping tape? I ran out of my regular tape. So I'm trying to make do right now. It's like so simple, you know, just go buy some tape, Shannon. Go buy some tape. And I was out all day yesterday. I was not home hardly at all yesterday. I had a lot going on. I went to my booth and picked up my check and rearranged to start getting some Christmas in there. Okay, and I do want to know, are you guys and gals, are you interested in if I did some videos on, maybe not exactly like a Watts sold, because that would be a nightmare trying to figure out. And of course I wouldn't have pictures of those items, but just kind of a calculated on, you know, I guess I could do some videos from the booth and I don't know, let me know on like what my profits on the booth, because that all goes into, you know, what I have to claim every year. So, okay. So this beautiful quilted cropped pullover hoodie Made from Old Quilts is going out in a 18. I could squeeze this in a 12 by 15, but I was not in the mood to try and squeeze. So I'm doing an 18 by 18. And so it'll have plenty of room. Do you ever have those days where you're just like, okay, this ain't working for me? I kind of feel like today's going to be one of those days. I have a lot to get done. Tomorrow is Friday, so I start my job. I'm a hospice on-call nurse, so I start on Friday nights at 5, and I cover the whole weekend. And so I have to prepare and kind of prep for my weekend today. I actually have to go in and meet with my boss today about something, and then my plan was to try and clean my house and put up my Christmas inside. So, okay, so this is an 18 by 18. If you ever have a chance, get you some of these. They're great. I'm gonna use it on another item today. They're great when the item is a little bit bulkier. They're great to ship blankets in. They're great to ship pillows in. All right, so there are those two. And then I had 2 eBay sales. And the first sale is this Talbot's faux wrap midi dress. I was gonna tell you what my title says. Talbot's women's faux wrap black tan midi dress, bell sleeve, size 12. This was a really pretty dress, actually. Talbot's it performs fairly great. This was an older label, but look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. The sleeves are it's just so pretty. And it's a midi dress. Let me show you the bottom. Yeah, it's just a really good dress. You know what I mean? And so I got this on September the 9th for $1.11. I got it in a bag sale. And I sold this for $19.50. It was on my 30% off. And I'm gonna put it in my Ziploc. I gotta roll it up here. It's like that material that doesn't get wrinkly. It's awesome. Okay, so $19.50 is what it sold for. So my net profit was $14.33. And that's why I am blessed to where I do live in Missouri. Midwest, cost of goods in the Midwest aren't as high as the coasts. And so I can get more of these bread and butter items that sell maybe a little quicker. And my profit's not going to be as much, of course, as other people's, but that's okay. It's sold and I'm happy. $14.33. And it is going out in a 10 by 13. All right, put the label on it. I'm really tired today. I don't know why. I think because yesterday was the first cold, I wore a stocking cap for most of the day yesterday. There's a little bit of time where when I was working in the booth, I was hot. But other than that, I froze yesterday. Okay. And then my last item was a good sale. And it was I did not know this brand. And I've had this a while. I've had this since February. So this is the brand is Softies. Let me read you the title again. Not again, just read you the title for this one. Softies women's button-down embossed shacket stone. The color was stone, size medium. This was sold with a 30% off discount. You know, that Talbot's wasn't with the 30% off discount now that I'm looking at it. So they made an offer on it. Okay, but this sold with the 30% discount. And I sold it for $31.49 is what it sold for. That's not with the shipping included. This brand performs pretty well. Now, I have had this since last February, or this February, but you get what I'm saying. And just waiting, you know, this is just set in my closet all summer since it didn't sell last February or March when it was probably a little still chilly out. It just sat over the summer, just waiting for winter to come. And I ship in all seasons. This is gonna be wrapped in shipping paper as well. So if I purchase a sweater in the summertime, I'm probably gonna go ahead and list it. And you just know, if you do sell it, you're probably gonna get a, you know, not as good as an offer as if it was going to sell in the middle of winter time or preparing for winter. So yeah, it's just been waiting. I did not know this brand, so I looked it up and comps were pretty good on it. And then I went to the website. Softies has its own website, and the pajama sets sell for like $134 for the set, which is crazy to me. Like, I would never buy that new, but some people would. So, and that's why they do it, I guess. So this is gonna go out in an 18 by 18. So my cost of goods on this, get this, 23 cents. I got it in a bag sale. The day I went to this thrift store, they were having a $10 sale for a trash bag. Not a little Walmart bag, a trash bag. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I came right on the right day. So anyway, that made my net profit. My net profit is a little bit high. I made some money on the shipping, which I didn't mean to do that. And that could have been why it did not sell as quick, because my shipping on this was a little high. And I don't know if I accidentally put that amount in, but either way, my net profit was $28.01. So I am very happy with the sale. And hopefully they will be too. So anyway, yeah, so yesterday was a great day with 4 sales, but you know, I didn't hit my goal, but I'm just gonna keep listing and see what happens. Now, I have noticed, tell me your thoughts on this too. So I had a 2-hour span where I came home in the late afternoon and I started listing. I listed my 5 items, and then I had to leave. Well, I didn't get a sale until I started listing. And then it was very quickly after, all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, you're going to work and you're going to be live and active on this platform. So we're going to show your items to people. I don't know. It just seems like there's a correlation with that. And I'm not big on a conspiracy theorist, but I don't know. Like, tell me your thoughts, because does this happen to you if you sell on eBay, specifically on eBay? It just seems that sometimes my eBay is dead, and then when I start listing, all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, here's a sale. I don't know. Maybe it's a big coincidence, but I feel like that is happening. So anyway, let me know your thoughts, and that's about all I got for today. So the week is almost over for some of you. You have made it past hump day because today's actually Thursday. So anyway, have a blessed rest of your week and go do something nice for someone, and I'll see you later.